Hey, I thought I'd make a quick little video just to show you what could be causing your refrigerator to have very slow water pressure when it comes to dispensing water into your glass. A big sign of this is that your ice works fine. It dispenses ice, it fills up the tray fine, but the water just seems slow. Sometimes you'll put a new filter in and it'll speed up and then slow back down again. And that's just because it's clearing the air out. But then it goes back to being slow. This seems to be a particular issue with LG. Um, I've seen a lot of videos that don't really tell you much other than check the line. But here's the thing: when you check the line, you see, depending on how your setup is, you're gonna have a line coming in. Mine's leaking. I'm gonna have to fix that. But if you look here, you will see this. You take the cover off. It's just some screws. Shut your water off. Disconnect the line so you can take that cover off and pull everything out. But this water comes into this little this motor, the pump, right? And it comes out through this valve. Now these are black for a reason, and that's because this is the water going to the filter. It's a bigger gauge. Once it goes to the filter, it comes to this return line here, goes into this little unit, and then this unit branches it off, and it has like a sort of like a little regulator on here that regulates the flow and everything. But you can see just from looking at it that this is the water line and it's pinched. And it got pinched when they were putting it in there. So that's just them not checking their work when they built this fridge, probably. So if you follow this line, it comes through here, comes up here, goes all the way here, it goes into the fridge, and when you pull out one of the drawers back here, you'll see a big curled up line of water line, and then it runs to the bottom of the front. There's a little plastic panel that comes off. It's got two screws on each side. Comes off, and you'll see this bigger gauge, and there's a little downstep connector that makes it smaller, more like this size, and then that runs up through this little piece in the bottom of the door, and it goes up into the water dispenser. So that's how you get it filtered to your ice water. I mean, your water gets filtered and your ice gets filtered. The black line goes to the ice box up there. So that's why you see two lines coming up here, because one's the inlet, hits the filter, comes back out. And then, of course, when you realize that you got a pinch, as soon as I took mine off and I pulled this out, it was already going faster, and I haven't even tried to squeeze this or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze this right here and then try to get the sleeve back on there. And when I put it in there, I'm going to try to make sure that there's plenty of room to keep it from pinching again. And that's what this is supposed to do here. But when they were putting it together, they goofed and they just didn't do it. And it seems to be calming. So check that. And when you're done, do some house cleaning. Clean off some of these coils. Just watch out for the fan if it's still plugged in. And that's pretty much it. Hope I can help at least one person.